Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
Dear India of 1947, if you could hear us today, what would we tell you? Perhaps first we would tell you that we remember. We remember a time when freedom was not an assumption. It was a dream carried by millions, a dream that demanded courage, sacrifice and hope. And then came 1947. India stood free, but freedom was not the end of the story. It was the beginning. A young nation had to find its feet. It had to rebuild. It had to create institutions. It had to strengthen the democracy. And it had to bring together millions of people across languages, regions and histories into one shared journey. Slowly, India began to find its rhythm. Villages transformed, cities expanded, schools multiplied and industries grew. New generations were born with possibilities that their ancestors could barely have imagined. And then came another India. An India connected by technology. An India driven by knowledge. An India reaching beyond its borders and into the space. An India building, creating and innovating with a confidence that would have seemed unimaginable in those early years. Today, a young Indian in a small town can connect with the world. An old craft can find a new audience. An idea born in a classroom can become an enterprise. And a voice that once struggled to be heard can reach millions through a screen. You would probably be amazed at how far we have come. But perhaps you would also remind us that progress is not measured only by what we build. It is measured by whom we take along. Because the freedom you dreamed of was never only political freedom. It was the freedom to live with dignity, to speak without fear, to question, to dream and to choose, and to believe that tomorrow can be better than today. That responsibility still belongs to us. 79 years have passed since you became free, yet the story remains unfinished, because every generation receives an India, and every generation leaves one behind. One day, the India of tomorrow will look back at us just as we look back at you. It will ask what we built, what we protected, what we changed, and what we allowed to fade. So dear India of 1947, 79 years later, we are still carrying your dream. Not perfectly, not completely, but forward. You gave us a country that was free. What we make out of that freedom is now our responsibility. And when another generation writes a letter to the India of 2026, may they be able to say, you did not simply inherit a nation, you left it better than you found it. That perhaps is the promise of independence. Not merely to remember the India that was, but to remain responsible for the India that will be. Dear 1947, you gave us the first page. 79 years later, India is still writing. And the story is far from over. Happy Independence Day.